Hey y'all, come on in. Good evening. Hope you're having a God bless Monday. This is my Do Nothing Monday, but y'all guess what? I have a sweet tooth tonight. So I had all these blueberries in the refrigerator. I love to keep blueberries to munch on, so I'm going to use a couple of cups of them tonight to make a blueberry cobbler. So this is going to be so simple. Don't blink. This is 2.5 cups of blueberries. I think they'll fit in here. Let's see. I don't want to get too many going. I don't want nothing to bubble out my little dish here. Yeah, we're good. Let's see. This cup holds 2.5 cups of blueberries. So it's going to be loaded up with blueberries. Okay, there we go. Just put them in there like so. And then I'm going to be using brown sugar, of course. I'm going to spread that brown sugar. Now this is 2 cups I got here. I don't need about 1.5 cups of this brown sugar. Just put it in there like so. Just basically cover them with that brown sugar. Okay. Now I'm just going to throw some flour in there to thicken my juice up a little bit. Flour. Show y'all how simple this is. Put it right in there. So about 3 tablespoons of flour. Don't want to make it too thick. And then we don't want it too watery. So I think that 2 teaspoons, and on second thought I'm taking some of that flour out. So, well, it's too late now. Anyway, I think a couple of tablespoons will be just fine. I don't know what I was thinking when I said 3, but then a couple of tablespoons of flour. You just sort of mix it up like so. And I'm going to put 1 stick of butter in here. So what I'm going to do is just take this stick of butter and distribute it throughout. Before I get done with that though, what I need to do, nutmeg or allspice. About 1/2 teaspoon of allspice or nutmeg, whichever one you got. Don't put both, you don't need both in there. Just a little bit, about 1/2 teaspoon of one or the other, not both. We're going to distribute that around in there, because when this heats up and that butter melts, it's going to be a lot of juice in there, and all those juices will cook together, and they'll distribute themselves accordingly. It's going to be just fine. It's going to be nice and buttery, y'all. This butter is softened. Okay. Nice and buttery. This is going to make me a nice little quick blueberry cobbler. Okay. So, and it's going to be with a crust. I'm going to have a bottom and top crust with it, y'all. I'm going to need a couple tablespoons of, a couple teaspoons of that. So I'm just going to do 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon of vanilla flavor. Gotta have your vanilla in there. In the middle, on the sides, y'all. Okay. Got my vanilla flavor, sugar, butter. Oh, and just a little. I think my butter is salted. If you use unsalted butter, you'll need a pinch of salt in there, just to bring that buttery flavor together. That salt adds. This one here, I'm just gonna put a dash of salt. Y'all know I don't use salt, so what little salt I had, it was in that one container. That was it. So I got a container of salt. Well, if you don't have salt, because I don't really use a lot of salt anymore, and the salt is just to sort of pull and blend that flavor together, so we're not going to worry about the salt. If you have it, a pinch eighth of a teaspoon of salt can go in there, and it'll be just fine. So what I'm going to do now, I got my oven on 375. I'm going to, I put a bottom crust in there, and these are Food Line pie crusts. I always forget that I don't have a round pie pan because I dropped it and it broke or something a while back, and I keep forgetting to purchase one. I'm not a baker. I don't do a lot of baking. Just every once in a while, I'll get a wild hair and have a taste for something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unfold this nice other little round pie shell, and it's going right on top of here. And I'm just going to have me just the best old time eating this blueberry pie. And I'm just going to throw a little bit more brown sugar right on top of there for good measure. Nothing worse than cooking something that don't have enough. You know, you have that little, it didn't look like I got a cup and a half quite in there. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm just going to lay that pie crust right on top. And just see how this is so easy. It's almost scary, y'all. So, even though it's a pie, round pie crust, it doesn't matter. I'm the boss in the kitchen, so I'll make it fit just like I need to. And all that, I'm going to have a good time eating all that nice crust. Oh, yeah. So, and we're just going to open it up a little bit. 1 and a 2. Just make 4 little slit pieces just like so. And we're ready to go. Now that pie is going to cook just like it needs to. And I'm going to hit it. And whatever kind of pan spray you got, it doesn't really matter. Even if it's olive oil, just spray it. I just like to do this. This is just me. So I like to spray it like that. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit of olive, with a little bit of brown sugar on top. Okay. Now, y'all, that is ready for the oven. We're going to bake it at 375. And I believe I probably need to bake it for about 45 minutes to an hour. About 45 minutes to an hour. Okay? So, pie's all ready to go into the oven. We're going to just get it started. Well, listen, I hope y'all have had a productive week, that you all have been blessed this week. I have been. And even though it's just Monday, the beginning of the week, I've had a blessed week, and I plan on having a blessed weekend as this time winds out and we come to the end of the week. Because we've had, as usual, we've got all this stuff going on in the news, and we need to continue to pray about it. We've still got all our political stuff, our financial stuff, and even along with the virus, there was some news reports coming out about people having emotional and psychological problems, that go along with this virus. And I can tell you all from firsthand knowledge, I didn't have any issues necessarily when I first had the virus, but now I've shared with y'all 4 or 5 times over that I feel like I'm having that long haul, but there are certain things that I still feel, or certain ways that I still feel, and that is true. And y'all know what I'm leading up to. Please go get your shots. Go get vaccinated. And as they've announced, the Pfizer vaccination has been approved, officially approved. That was the vaccination that I received. I'm fully vaccinated with Pfizer. And just as soon as I can get my booster shot, I plan on going and doing that as well. Simply because I feel like it's necessary, and I feel like it's what's going to keep me safe and healthy. Again, we talked about it early on, to each his own, but I still encourage people to go ahead and get your shot. If that shot has been proven to give you another option or opportunity to be safe from this virus, that's what I recommend for you, because I don't know any other thing that's out there that is helpful. And of course, we've heard that some people have had the virus a second time even after they're fully vaccinated. Well, in this world that we live in, especially when we're not experts on, a lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen, y'all. So, I'm not a scientist. I believe in, I trust our scientists. I trust their research and development and all that kind of stuff. I just like I trust when I go out to a restaurant, eat a meal, I sit down, I eat food that's cooked in a kitchen that I haven't seen. So, there are just certain things we have to trust. We have to trust, and mainly we have to trust God that we're going to be okay in terms of things being put in. And some people say, well, then trust God not to get the virus without the shot. Well, now we can take that one or two ways. God made the people that make the medicine. And that was the reason why he put people here, doctors, physicians, scientists. He put those people here to make medicine, to make the vaccines that will keep us safe. So, we could go around the mulberry bush all day long with that theory or with those thoughts. But I would just admonish each and every one of you, because I love you, especially my family members, my friends. I just admonish you, go ahead and get that shot and get that thing done, because there are more people helped by those vaccinations than not. I'm praying, of course, for our school children, all of my children and grandchildren, and babies. They're back in school now. The teens are back in school now. Friends, children who have children in college, these kids are back in school now. They need to wear their masks. They need to get vaccinated if they can. They need to stay safe. So we're just praying for the children to be safe this school year, and prayerfully they will be able to stay in school so that they can learn. And also, I'm praying that people will wear their masks as they go out, and more so than that, to go get the vaccination before you even go around anybody. So I'm praying that people will at least wear your mask when you go out and about, because I still go out and about sometimes, and especially now that we know that you can get that virus again after you've had it. So that's not to say that taking the shot does not prevent you. There are some people that will get it. It depends on the individual. I pray that I would never have it again. I had it once. I don't ever want to have it again. But I thank God now that if I do get it again, at least I've got that vaccination in my system, and I won't get treated too badly if that variant hits my body. So again, I'm just praying for you as I talk, praying for you each and every day with this virus running rampant. I'm also praying for all the activity that's going on in Afghanistan, getting those individuals out of that area and freed up and back to safety with their family and loved ones, that the evacuations will go well, and that we need to pray for our leadership. No matter what we feel like they should have done or not done, at this point, leadership now is doing their best to get things right. So, the president said the other day, we can blame and point fingers and do all this, put our energy into this stuff later. But right now, let's go ahead and get this thing handled and put our energy and our like the Word of God said, one can chase 1,000, but two can chase 10,000. So let's group up in groups of two and begin to chase this thing through prayer, because it's real. It's going on the same way this virus is happening now. We need to do what we have at hand. We need to use the instruments and the tools and the technology and the knowledge that we have at hand now to rectify the situation in Afghanistan, rather than, of course, we have opinions about it, but to dog a person out or to complain and whine and point fingers and dog a person out, there's just not the time. It's time to pray. And the people that I know, personally, I'm calling everybody that I know to prayer. All the prayer warriors, I'm calling the prayer warriors out to prayer, because those are the ones that's going to get the prayer and the request through anyway. The prayer warriors, the salt of the earth, the people that really care about other people. The naysayers and the complainers and the whiners and the bullies and all that, they're not getting no prayers through. So, but we're going to pray for them as well. So anywho, that's my little soapbox for right now. This pie is going to be done in about another, say about 35 minutes, I believe. Oh, I didn't even set my timer, did I? Let's go ahead and set it. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and say that and share my little blueberry cobbler with y'all tonight. Again, I hope you're having a God bless Monday, and that you're looking forward to a God bless Tuesday, and that you're continuing to pray without ceasing. We also need to keep our brothers and sisters and friends and family in areas where flooding is happening, where the fires are, all of that. We need to keep each other in prayer, because there is so many things going on. Shootings and drive-bys and all these kind of things are going on. All this stuff is going on. So, one end of the country is on fire and the other end of the country is being flooded out, and just all manner of things. The economy is still struggling with, where people don't have enough food to eat, don't have enough money to pay bills, and all of those kind of things. So we just have much to pray about. We have people that are having surgeries and in and out of hospitals, and these people, we need prayer for that. We need our attention on those things in life right now today. So again, continue to pray without ceasing, and just do something kind for somebody. I was just thinking the other day, the holidays will soon be here. So, we can focus on that, what we're going to do to have a safe holiday season, because it's almost here. So I'm just going to continue to pray and ask you to pray and just love one another. I mean, that's, after a while it gets really frustrating and exhausting when the same things are happening over and over and over and over again. That is why I don't have a problem with calling people to prayer, inside and outside of my family, known and unknown. Let's pray, y'all. It's time to pray. Pray without ceasing. Okay, so guys, I'm going to go out for a minute and finish my little cleanup. And about 30 minutes, my blueberry cobbler, rather, is going to come out the oven. And I'm going to spray me a little whipped cream on it and get me a cup of coffee. And I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy it. So listen, if you want to make a pie, look, that was a blueberry cobbler. If you've got peaches, apples, blackberries, cherry, whatever, any kind of filling that you want to put in. If you got any kind of filling, you got some pie crust, go ahead and make you one, because you see, it only takes about 15 minutes to put it together. Now, the cook time, of course, is a little bit more, but to put one together is just real simple and very quick, and it's so enticing for you to do. Because to be honest with y'all, I started this, it's like 8:30 at night, so y'all know how bad I wanted this pie, so that's what I'm having tonight. Anywho, hold on, and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, the blueberry cobbler is beautiful. It's out of the oven. It's ready for me to partake. I cannot wait to get my bowl over here and just help me up a nice bowl full with some whipped cream. I am looking forward to that. So hold on a minute. Let me get my bowl, my spoon ready. Okay, there it is. I am ready to help myself a bowl of this cobbler. Let's see. I think I'm going to just cut me a piece right out of that corner right there. It's late night. I don't need a lot. I think if I get that little corner right there, that will be good. Oh yeah, look at that crust. Now this crust is some good crust, y'all. Y'all know I want my other piece right there as well. Give it up, give it up. Yeah, that juice is just right, just like I wanted in there. So I'm not gonna have a big old bowl full, just about that size is gonna be enough for me. And of course I want me some fresh blueberries on it. Let me see.